Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Welcome back to VALORANT News, and the day has finally arrived. The North American Last Chance Qualifier is here. Some massive games coming up today. Sentinels versus the Guard among them. Zellsis is incredibly confident in their level of performance, but also Taric leaking their scrims that might not necessarily have been going so well. But very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always. I'd greatly appreciate it. Really helps the channel. Thank you very much indeed for doing that one. Plenty to discuss today, of course. First of all, just wanted to mention the kind of rumor that we talked about the last couple of days that has now come to fruition. Yassine joining Guild for the LCQ. Pretty cool stuff, but yeah, he's officially confirmed back onto this roster. Russ is gone as well. As we talked about, right, he actually says here, I'll be taking a break now and returning after Champions. So interesting stuff. Wonder what's next for him. Of course, we don't really know what's going to happen in many of these regions right now, because who knows who's even going to get a spot next to in franchising, what the rosters are even going to look like, if they're free agents out there, who's going to get picked up where, what the region lock might potentially mean as well, because some players might decide, hey, maybe I'll play in North America, or maybe I'll try and go over to Europe and get into their league. So it could be an absolute mess over the coming months, and Russ might be a player that is involved in exactly that. Just wanted to mention this as well, because I thought this was a bit of drama, and I don't think this is drama from Moose to babybay, but there might still be some other drama going on. So anyway, Moose, I think babybay, I think they're boys that gotta get on right. babybay, if you guys remember, recently on the 100 Thieves situation, he was on that team briefly, didn't really work out for him. Now he's looking for further opportunities going into next season. Moose says from SR, they're in action, I believe, tomorrow, the XLG squad. babybay just banned me from his stream and removed me on Val. Gonna be taking a couple days off social media to figure out how to move forward from this. Thank you for all the continued support and all this type of stuff. And he goes on to say something along the lines of, okay, you know, it was only a joke, we're just good friends or whatever. Now, Jovi says, actually, kind of former OpTic analyst, then former, well, I think he was former 100 Thieves, then former OpTic. Now he's working with Fusion, actually, from the Latin American side in their last chance qualifier run. He says, you're better off that way. Dazzle says, Moose's teammate cared a comment, and then Jovi says, look, anyone have a platform that can create an interview so we can go live on it, he'll comment there, don't worry. So I don't really know if he's also joking around here, or whether there's, you know, some sort of legitimate beef going on here, right? Because it did seem like Moose was kind of joking around, really, but then Jovi comes out and says this, and then, you know, everyone's like, okay, well, are we trying to instigate? And babybay comes out and says, yeah, we'd love to sit down and talk with this guy with the smiley face. And Moose is like, look, this tweet isn't serious, he's my friend, whatever, like, you know, please stop talking this type of stuff. But it doesn't seem to help. But yeah, definitely players that are going to be in an interesting spot next year, because Shopify Rebellion, I believe they've confirmed that they got rejected from the partnership thing for next season. So these guys already know Moose and, you know, Dazzle, right? The guys from the former LG squads. They're like, okay, yeah, the LG decided to quit because they weren't getting into the partnership league. Then SR, I don't think are getting in either, or at least I think that's what they said. And therefore, like, these players also, along with babybay, are going to be in a boat where they've got to try and find opportunities for next season. So pretty difficult stuff. Let's talk about some of the other LCQs that are going on. Well, only one is going on right now, that being the APAC one. Some big results over the last few hours here. Bleed Esports have taken down Team Secret in the winner's side to drop Team Secret to the loser's bracket in their LCQ. Only one team from the APAC region gets through, and it's far from an easy game. Yeah, Bleed Esports 13-6, 13-5. Impressive performance from them. This is the bracket overall, if you guys can see it right here, probably just about. Order as well, the Australian organisation, they dropped down from the winner's bracket here, but they did beat a good match against Cerberus Esports in the winner's bracket. They will play Team Secret next. So Bleed took down Team Secret 2-0. They play Boom Esports in the upper finals. The winner of that is guaranteed to the grand finals, but only one of these teams makes it through. So you guys already know how hectic these last chance qualifiers are. This is the only one that is currently started, but the NA one, of course, begins later on today. Just to look at this matchup real quick, Bleed versus Team Secret, because a pretty big one, to be honest. We can see that the kind of the results right here, but it's interesting really that the organisation, the roster that Bleeds have, a couple of Singaporean players, a couple of guys from Sweden, and then Team Secret, of course, from the Philippines on the other side. So crazy region, honestly. There's like Indonesian teams. I'm pretty sure the team that Bleed play next is like Boom Esports. I think they're from Indonesia. So I mean, yeah, it's a crazy region. We'll see who comes out on top here, right? But yeah, Team Secret, after their good performances recently, and teams like PaperX already being qualified for champions, like yeah, only one team here is going to make it through. So it's a pretty tough bracket that they're going to have to deal with. Let's talk North America. The talent was confirmed for the NALCQ. These guys right here, pretty much the usual suspects at this point. But yeah, big question has been, how are Sentinels going to get on? This is, of course, like one of the main questions going into this LCQ. They were very lucky that Ghost double bombed out of the playoffs back in stage 2, that they even made it. But they've had the opportunity to try and rebuild their roster, pick up Zellsis, of course, over from version 1, and try and make a run here at the LCQ. Can they actually do it? I don't really know. I'll do my bracket predictions here in a second to see if they can actually make some sort of run. Zellsis does get, well, verified officially yesterday, though, so it's about time that happened, to be honest. But I mean, yeah, now it's finally confirmed. Does this mean that it's going to be an absolutely dominant run for Sentinels at the LCQ? Who really knows? those. There have been boot camping though. Cloud9, I believe, have also been boot camping, maybe at the OpTic setup, which is kind of interesting. And then I think NRG and 100 Thieves, certainly they've been boot camping, right? So those are the teams that I would say. I think even FaZe, they did this boot camp one time. There was some drama right with FaZe a couple of months ago because they were boot camping at they were playing at a LAN center at some Starbucks cafe. That was at least the banter that people were saying at the time. So I don't really know if FaZe have sorted their team out now with a proper boot camp setup, but that type of stuff probably will help teams down the line. Teams that are committed to the boot camp probably should perform better here than teams that have not done exactly that. Now, obviously, many different opinions on who's going to win this entire thing. We've seen a lot of support for the guards, but generally, we've seen people say FaZe and also, of course, NRG and even Cloud9. They should be the key favourites for this tournament, right? As Zellsis says last night, time to win LCQ. FNS goes, let's not push it. NRG is winning. But Som says from NRG, watch how C9 won't drop a map and go win the entire thing. So, yeah, different opinions, but NRG, FaZe, Cloud9, those have kind of been the key teams in discussion. 100 Thieves maybe on the kind of borderline, but who knows how Sentinels can do it. It'd be a great storyline if they can somehow make a run. But why don't you share a couple of clips here from ShahZaM's stream, from Zellsis' stream. He was asked, Zellsis, okay, what do you think is going to happen up against the guard? Are you going to beat them? And he was like, yeah, it's going to be super easy. The guard are going to stand no chance at all. So good to see the confidence from Sentinels, whether it's whether it's overconfidence, I suppose, because the guard are, okay, not a great team back in stage 2, but at their peak performance, the guard is a team that definitely can make a run at a tournament like this, but Zellsis reckons no problem at all, they're going to stomp them over. And then ShahZaM also responding to Tariq leaking their kind of scrims. Tariq was leaking a scrim that was 9-9. Apparently they actually were started off 0-6 in that scrim, so they made a bit of a comeback there. But ShahZaM also seemed relatively confident in their performances.
What's up, Illumine? Will you stomp guard tomorrow? No, we're gonna lose to the guard because I think we're gonna lose. No, obviously we're all stomp them. What? What are these questions? Going to be too easy.
I was raise. I could have. That was steal. Oh, that's what I said.
Don't they practice? They don't practice? I mean, they don't practice. We can see that, right?
They'll be scrimming a ton, goddamn. Huh? Sentinels don't scrim? What are you talking about? I mean, so you guys are down 0-6? Oh no, we were losing a scrim 0-6. Did you hear that? Oh no, guys. We're losing a scrim 0. Which one? Wait a second, I think.
So this is the bracket then for the LCQ, if you guys are unfamiliar with it. 2 games go on tonight. The Guard versus Sentinels is first up, 9 PM my time. That's 4 PM Eastern time, 1 PM Pacific time. And then there's FaZe Evil Geniuses later on in the day. Then tomorrow, it's at NRG and then Shubha Rebellion Cloud9. So these games go on. It's actually kind of an interesting bracket if we look at it here. So this weekend, 4th, 6th, 7th, or 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, obviously. That's, of course, Thursday through to the Sunday. They play the upper quarterfinals, the upper semi-finals, and the losers round 1. So at this point, there'll still be 6 teams remaining going into next weekend on the 11th, where they then complete the tournament effectively. So 6 teams will remain still after this Sunday, and then next weekend, by the 14th, is when they decide who is actually going to be the only team joining OpTic and Exit at Champions very shortly. I guess it's time to do some pick'ems then, right? So here we go for the day. Today, I'm feeling, look, I'm kind of confident in this whole Sentinels thing that these guys somehow have turned a corner and actually are going to perform with Shrouds. I would like to see it be the case. I don't know how strong the copium really is here, but I'm going to take Sentinels beating the Guards. I'll also take Cloud9 beating Shubha Rebellion. I think they should be favourites there. I'll take FaZe over EG. And then it's actually a difficult one to call this, 100 Thieves versus NRG. I might want to just take 100 Thieves in this series. It's pretty tough to say. And then in losers bracket, I'll take the Guard, I think, knocking out Shubha Rebellion. I'll take NRG beating EG, because I definitely have NRG making a run in this tournament. For some reason, I feel like 100 Thieves might have the better of them in the first round. Then Sentinels, Cloud9 in my brackets. Man, this is where picking Sentinels is probably pure hopium, but I'm going to do it regardless. Zoms said that he reckons their first 2 round games are actually somewhat easy, and then it's going to get hard from there. So somehow I've got Sentinels making it to the upper finals. I've got FaZe beating 100 Thieves. Then 100 Thieves will beat the Guard. Cloud9 will lose to NRG, I think, because I really have NRG making the run and then winning the rematch against 100 Thieves. And then we've got the Sentinels FaZe upper finals. I reckon I'm going to take FaZe here, and then I think I'll take NRG to beat Sentinels and FaZe to win the entire thing. I don't really know what I'm doing anymore, but I have some strange confidence in NRG making a miraculous losers bracket run and then FaZe to win the entire thing and Sentinels some of it. I don't know. It's a bit of a mess of a bracket, but I'm going to go with it. And Bren seems to agree on Plat Chat right here, saying, look, they've got Shroud, nothing can possibly go wrong. But yeah, definitely tweet your thoughts on this type of stuff. It's the first game today, Sentinels the Guard. It might go terribly for them, but they seem relatively confident that they can get the job done and maybe make the run all the way to Champions itself. But very much enjoyed your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button, tells the YouTube gods it's a good video. video. That is like you should see it as well, and I've grown the competitive Valorant community. Thank you as always, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.
He didn't mean to kill me, man.
Retired. You're nothing.
Only 2 more.
Dude, how is the best in the last alive?
Spike planted.
That's why I'm last alive, man.
Okay.
Oh my.
Shadow play.